Hey, YouTube. I'll wait till some more people come in, then I'll start. I was on here earlier today when I was in my class, so I'm back. So come on in the room. Go and hit the thumbs up, then I'll start. Hey, y'all. All right, come on in. I ain't gonna stay here long. All right, what y'all up to? I had just got through watching this video. It was on somebody's channel. Their name is Black Babble. And I don't know how many of y'all follow sports, but this kind of brings up something that I want to talk about. I wish I knew how to share the videos and y'all could watch it for yourself. But let me just bring it up. Y'all could go back and y'all go back and search for it. So, how y'all doing this evening? Go ahead, hit the thumbs up as you enter the room, and then I'll start. And I want y'all to interact more and more in what I'm saying, so have more of a discussion. So, if some of y'all don't follow sports or whatever the case may be, now I live in Atlanta, and I haven't really watched the WNBA too much because it's not really marketed compared to, say, the NBA or football or baseball. Right now it's the beginning of the playoffs. So one of the headlines that was on CNN.com, and it might have been briefly said it in a snippet on ESPN, about Courtney Williams, who plays for the Atlanta Glory. Is that the Glory? Let me see. They've been changing their name so many times in years. So let me see if I could pull it up. It is so funny. So anyway, so about sometime back in May, she posted a video of a fight that she was in, and it was at outside of a food truck in Atlanta somewhere, and she posted it on YouTube, and the Atlanta WNBA just recently, well, as of today, she's no longer on the team. Now, she was already like a free agent anyway, right? So this was a thing that happened months ago. but it just recently surfaced on YouTube this past Sunday. And of course, it was on social media. It was watched and it was deleted. Now, they knew about the WNBA knew about this months ago, but it was just recently reviewed on YouTube. So it was her, and it was so funny. Dang, I just watched you watching it too. You just have to see it. Let me see. Let me look on here. Dang, I wish I knew how to share the video, but I had just I just seen it. Let me see. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Where would it be? Well, let me tell you. So it was so ghetto when I was watching it. Dang it! Let me see. God dug it. All right, hold on, y'all. Mm-hmm.
Would you like to build generational wealth by becoming your own bank? Now, this solution has been around for over
The Atlanta Dream is doing damage control, and it has nothing to do with their WNBA season.
A shocking video of their players posted to social media. Our Emily Gagnon shows.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's not the Atlanta Dream anymore. It's the Atlanta Glory. So I will put the video in the link. It means hopefully it'll work. Now, if you click on this link, you will see what I'm talking about. So anyway, if y'all watch this video in the link that I put on, just watch it. It's just so stupid. Atlanta Dream. So it was Atlanta Dream players. It was like only two of them, right? But it was like, if you watch this video or got a chance to click on it, whoever's in here, just watch it. It ain't that long. You could skip through the news segment of it, which is the local news station in Atlanta. So I'm watching this mess, and I'm like, it is comical. And she basically got released from the Atlanta Dream, from the team. She was a free agent anyway, but she's one of the leading scorers on the team. And then they let go the other one too, because she was injured. So her career, she was injured anyway. So they're gonna release them. But when I'm looking at this video, man, if y'all watch, click on the link in the video now and tell me. Just copy and paste it, click on it, and watch it, and then come back. Or just watch it, put it in another tab, go to YouTube, and then just put copy and paste it or click it. You'll see. Then we could talk about it. So, but as I'm watching this, I was like, are these hood rats really that serious? And I knew before I even saw the video or anything else, I said, man, they must be a bunch of bunch of lesbians, real manly, masculine looking dude girls. I said, I already knew. I said, oh Lord, here we go. And the first thing I started thinking was, see, first I was gonna think it was gonna be at a club, but it was outside of a food truck, you know. But it's probably outside of a club. It was probably a club or a bar, but if it was a food truck outside. So supposedly somebody was looking at somebody's girlfriend or something, and they just started throwing down. I mean, if you watch it, I mean, they was like throwing down and just kick, kicking people in the face, and then they had this one short one in the mix. If you see the person in there, you be like, why is that midget all up in there fighting? I'm like, but the first thing I started thinking was, why are these women fighting up there? They looking like, I mean, fight like a dude. I mean, throwing down. And I'm like saying to myself, even though you had a fight confrontation, no police were called. It was under security guards out there. You're gonna turn around. One of the players, the leading scorer named Courtney Williams, she tapes it and posted on YouTube this past Sunday. Even though this happened months ago, you posted on Sunday. Of course, people's going to talk about it. They're going to see it. It's all on social media. So that they basically released her. Now, like I said, she was already a free agent. So, man, what is this? Oh, somebody about that Brian Laundry. They still haven't found it. They still haven't found him. Anyway, so I'm like saying, why y'all have to act like hood rat dudes, fighting like that, acting like a damn fool? The WNBA doesn't make any money. They don't have, they've been trying to grow the fan base for years. The women that play in the WNBA, even if you were like the number one pick and all that kind of stuff, they don't make no money. They have to play overseas and in other countries after the WNBA season is over to order to make the money. I think the ongoing salary. I talked about the ones who got endorsements and stuff like through sneakers and things like that. They don't get they don't even make a million. They don't even make a million playing. They don't have no contracts like millions and millions of dollars like the men that play in the that play in the NBA. Even if you weren't like a LeBron James or whatever, and say you just like what you call it, a supporting player, someone who plays sits on the bench, they even get and they make more money than a number one draft pick or a number one player on the WNBA. Now, whether that's fair or not, that's just the way it goes, you know. But why are you gonna go out there, put yourself there like a spectacle, to turn around just to be kicked off? They just kicked her off the team. Well, he wasn't kicked off. She was already a free agent. So basically, they released them from the team, both of them. Now, whether people say, well, was it because of the fight or the video they showed? There might possibly so, because that brings a negative image to the team. You're drawing attention. First of all, the Atlanta Dream, they didn't make it to no playoffs. They didn't have a winning record. And you're going to turn around and make yourself a spectacle like that, fighting like that and carrying on. Mm-mm. And then you post it on YouTube. Now, if they knew about that months ago, right? And you posted it Sunday, that means they weren't going to look into that. No one would have never knew that happened. Nobody would have never knew a confrontational fight happen. And if they did knew it happened months ago, they didn't do nothing. They wasn't going to say, "Oh, we're going to let you go." They didn't do anything. But you give reason to be let go because you turned around and showed and posted it on YouTube. Did y'all click on that video? Let me see. Uh-oh. Dang. I'm gonna have to figure out how do you share. How do you put something on YouTube without, I know it's live, so I can't put it on there at the same time.
Courtney Williams, Crystal Bradford, and Kalani Brown all fighting outside of a food truck, tenders and bites. Williams, the Dream's only all-star this past season, appears to be the main one involved. She threw several punches in the almost 2-minute video. Bradford played in 24 games with the Dream this past season. Brown was waived from the team. The Atlanta Dream released this statement after seeing this video. Yeah, the behavior in the video is unacceptable and does not align with our values as an organization. We are taking this matter very seriously and working with the league to gather more information and determine next steps. This is just the latest of several incidents this team has had to deal with this past season. They were without a permanent head coach or general manager. Rising star Kennedy Carter, if you'll remember, she was suspended in early July for conduct detrimental to the team. She didn't play the rest of the season, and they finished the year 8-24.
Here it is. A little list where Cammy.
Oh, so it's actually 3 players were involved. Kalani, somebody, whatever. So, so basically, 2 of them gone. I don't know who the Kalani was. I don't think they didn't mention 3 players that was on the team, but I know 2 of them for sure. They didn't said it today. So I don't know who the other one is. Maybe she was somebody else. I don't know. But one of the people they was talking about, she was actually one of these so-called YouTube sensations. I don't know. I ain't never heard of her before. Glamour somebody. Let me see. That's what made me prompt to look it up because they were saying she was dating some YouTube sensation, that was on YouTube. So I put it in the search. And when I put it in the search, it popped up that video that I thought that was erased because she said she erased it, but obviously she didn't. But don't conduct yourself so manlyish and just throw it. I mean, did anybody look at that video? Any of y'all seen it yet? I put the YouTube link in the chat. See, when guys or men, whether you play football, basketball, they go in the public eye and they get into a brawl, into a fight, or whatever the case may be, they'll suspend them for, 2-3 games or whatever, depending on the severity. But if they was in a fight and they broke out into a fight or whatever the case may be, I ain't talking about domestic violence or someone killing somebody. I'm talking about if they got into a fight. Most of the time, the NBA will look into the matter. We'll investigate it. And then the player would, go to the union. They'll still play until they decide what they're going to do. And then if they decide to suspend them for they're going to suspend you for 2 games or whatever, they'll turn around and appeal it. Then they have it reduced. But they're not, truly kicked off the team immediately unless it was something very serious, unless it was something very, very serious, they will not kick them off. Now, if they was constantly fighting or a constant troublemaker or whatever the case may be, and they like at the bottom of the totem pole, meaning they not any significant to the team, they'll release them. They'll let them go. Even in the NCAA, even in college, if you're not a impact player or person, that really does anything for the team, you just playing, or they're like who don't no one knows who you are or whatever. You just a second, third string, whatever. They'll kick you off the team, you know. But this person, Courtney Williams, she was the leading scorer on the Dream at the Atlanta team, leading scorer, and they didn't want you to come back on the team. Now you know that's just ridiculous. They didn't even, And then the other one, she already had her foot injured, so you don't have the same. You don't have that same. You don't have that same privilege. Here it is. Dream won't bring back Williams. Atlanta Dream won't bring back Courtney Williams, Crystal Bradford after fight, agent says. Mhm. The Atlanta Dreams won't bring back Courtney Williams and Crystal Bradford after their involvement in a fight in May, according to the WNBA player's agent, Marcus Crenshaw. He also said, though the team knew about the fight when it happened, it didn't discipline the players then. Crenshaw, head of the FAM Sports Agency, spoke on Instagram Live Chat Tuesday night with Girls Talk Sports TV. I talked to them and they told me they didn't want to bring both back, Crenshaw said of his discussion with the Dream. Williams led the Atlanta scoring 16.5 points per game, rebounds 6.8, and assists for this season. Bradford averaged 8.8 pounds, 3.8 rebounds, but her season ended in August because of a foot injury. Then she said she was sorry when she for joking about the fight. So you put it on YouTube, then you make fun of it or light of it, and next thing you know, you ain't coming back to the team. Mm-mm. All near a food truck outside of an Atlanta club. Circulated on social media on Sunday. And who did she say she was? Let me see. He talked about she was outnumbered. He said she was outnumbered, and it was a 39-minute video with her girlfriend. What was her name? Glamazonte. Glamazontay, a YouTube personality who has more than 870,000 subscribers. See, that's what that was. You put it out there. The girlfriend is a YouTube influencer. I don't know what you call them, but you got 870,000. Dang. So, oh, she's making that money on here. Who making money? K Keto. Who making that money on here? Glamour. What's her name? Glamour Batia, whatever the dang name is. Yeah, so when I had put YouTube and put her name on there, I saw it. So that's when, she has a little tag, her girlfriend who played WNBA. She on there. Yeah, I didn't know people be making money like that. Cause I was watching someone on YouTube. She does house sitting, and she's a nomad. She travels all over the different country. like house sitting all over the different country. She had showed her video today of how much money she makes, and she was making 30. She said so far on YouTube, she's made 37,000 something, and she showed it. I was like, what? And that wasn't even including the other money she was making house sitting, posting it on YouTube. She has some kind of, it was a school for house sitting, so she must get affiliation money from that. And she said that's how much she's made so far on YouTube. I was like, what? I knew people make money like that, but there are people making $2,000-3,000 a month for they ain't even had that many subscribers, not 870,000. But some people was making that. And I think they was making the number of subscribers they had was like 25,000 something. Dude, there's money to be made, but I don't know. It takes a lot of work, that's for sure. A lot of work, making a lot of videos every day. And the AdSense, because you have to watch the videos and then there's the ads that's played. They get money from that. So, but ain't that ridiculous? How you gonna put that on YouTube? You put that on YouTube, then you laugh about it, make a joke about it. Next thing you know, you don't WNBA players don't make that much money. Even if you were the number one draft pick, all-star, they don't make nowhere close to what their counterparts make. Keto, did you click on the link in the video? Because I want y'all to look at it because it's too funny. If you watch that video, just go and click on it real quick and then tell me what you think. Because if you watch that, hey, DeJour, go and click on the link in the chat. I put that video. You have to watch it. I wonder what club that was. That probably was what? Let me see. It was in Atlanta. Outside food truck. Where could that be? Where could that possibly been at? Probably it could be anywhere. Peter Street, They were just throwing down. And they just act so. And if you watch the video, just click on that right there, right on that little link. Let me see if I could put it in there again. Go on there and click on that and look at that again. They had that one little short midget-looking girl. She was in the video, and then, and that video is way much longer. I know Midtown, but what club would that have been? That's what I'm saying. Because it was outside of a food truck, but obviously they had to have been in a club, and then there's a food truck right outside that club. But the way that they was fighting, and that Courtney Williams, she was throwing some blows. I can't tell you which one is who in that video, but dang. One of them kicked somebody in the face. I want to say one was a dude in there that was, I don't know whether he was trying to break it up or whatever, but I think he got punched in the face. Let me see if I can look at it real quick. Hold on, y'all. I'll be back.
Guys, I can already tell this is going to be so comfortable. I have the support of wearing a bra without feeling like I'm wearing a bra. Nobody wants to wear a bra. This tank top gives you the lift without having to wear an underwire, without having to wear a bra, but it gives you the same support and shape that you're looking for. There's no...
All right, I'm back.
Hey, what's up, Black Babblers? Welcome back to Black Babble. This is home of the Black.
They were
Internet,
fighting
your
because,
source for Black celebrity
um,
news and real talk.
somebody was looking at somebody's girlfriend. The one I was telling you, the Glamour Zambin or whatever the hell her name is.
I'd like to wish
That's what it was. Over some stupidness. They were saying somebody was looking at her girlfriend
Shouts out to the GMS show and the men
named
and women of the WNBA.
Glamour something. Look at her.
Men and women of the WNBA.
That's what they were fighting on. That's what
With their
that's what they were
brothers,
fighting.
they oftentimes complain about the wide disparity between
You know what that remind me of?
compared to
And
the NBA players.
remember several years ago, I don't know if anyone remember or if you're in Atlanta when the Brat was in a fight at a club. And I already let me put this thing. Hold on a second. It was several years ago. I won't say well, it had to be a few years ago rather. The Brat, she was at a club saying, and got punched in the face. And she punched this girl in the face, right? And this girl had this big old knot on her eye. And she looked like she was a dude. She looked straight up like Stone Cold Butch, whatever. Stud, whatever. And she had that big knot on it about, not the Brat, but the other girl. I was like, oh Lord, I already knew. They went up to some club, at some lesbian bar, and people be drinking, acting a fool, and people always want to come up to you. People always want to be coming. They always want to come up to you like some dude and act like a dude. And then the Brat, they thinking they gonna stun on her. She punched that bitch straight in the eye. Boop, boop. So, she finally came out, even though I don't know why you're coming out. People already knew. And if she and Colas, her and her current girlfriend now that she's engaged to or married to now, Judy, the one who got this big old booty and she got that cosmetic line. No, was it cosmetic or was it hair? Hair, something, kaleidoscope. Now she's worth millions. And one of the things that I was watching about her show, she was saying how she's still paying restitution on that. And I knew it was about that incident, unless she got into another fight again. I know. She ain't told nobody new, but I know why. I said, why y'all mention this stuff? Just like Queen Latifah. Everything ain't meant to be said. You ain't got to say something. And that's the difference between black folks. Black lesbian women, they ain't got to be like, I'm lesbian. And they ain't, people already knew. Just like that Sha'Carri one who ran the track. About she came out last week. I was like, why do you Stone Cold looking stud girls, women, whatever, they don't even call themselves, they don't even consider themselves a woman. Why are they coming out talking about? Well, she ain't the fastest woman in the world. She is not. All that, she came out last week. I was like, people saying she doing that to dismiss the fact that she got blown out in that last race a couple of weeks ago. Those Jamaicans that blew her out the water, and they saying she doing that just to direct the story and that negative publicity that she did by when she said something crazy after she lost. What about the white stud females and one that look like Ellen? Man, white women who are lesbian. Now I ain't talking about the feminine looking ones. I'm talking about the ones who real dykes. Because they don't even say stud. They say another term. White dyke women, they don't say stud. They don't look old anyway. I got turned off by Ellen because of what she was doing to her staff and that fake phoniness, always trying to dance. I'm like, bitch, if you don't sit your ass down in that chair and just do your little show, hey, Mr. Jones. She kind of See, white women could get away with stuff like that. You know, they could get away with things like that. Ain't nobody gonna take away their money. Ain't nobody gonna. I mean, even though when Ellen did come out, it did took her a minute to come back, but she made such a big deal about it in the beginning. I was like, okay, it's time. I'm tired of hearing that story. You know why? And it's two that work security. They have the short haircuts. Hmm. You missing the stuff? I mean, what's the other part of that sentence? You miss it. Seems like I'm missing something from that. Oh, okay. See, but that's different though. White women, just like white people in general, they could get away with a lot of things because they more privileged. You know, nobody. See, black people can't. Black women or black men. Well, no, not true about black men because it's more black men. They come out and nobody don't blink an eye. But if they act real feminine acting, people be taking them like a joke. Sometimes black gay men, if they real feminine or they go to, not transgender, but people don't really say much of nothing to them. But everybody's kind of a little bit more free about it now. But a black lesbian woman, I think it may be a little bit more. They have more to lose. Put it that way. That's why some of these ones you see, Missy Elliott and Missy Elliott and who Queen Latifah and there's some other ones I just can't think of them. They don't make it. They don't feel they need to bring out their sexuality. They're very private about it. They're not gonna be so open out and pride like that. I mean, not pride, but prideful or not ashamed. It's just it's more private because you have more things you need to deal with. You know, and sometimes women who are, particularly black women, I find, and it's because it's so prevalent in Atlanta, they don't have to say anything. People already know. They could look real studly, look real manlyish and stuff. People, that ain't something somebody got to tell. Missy and Mary J can come out now. Missy, they ain't gonna come out. They in their 50s at this point, and they gonna always be private. I don't think they always gonna be private. I think they've been keeping it for so long that it doesn't even matter to them anymore. It don't even come. I don't think it matters anymore. Because I think people already know, just think about it. The inner circles probably already know. Um, People who they work with probably already know. Black women, black lesbian women are always hidden behind the closet, always taking a back burner. I already talk. See how Cole, see how you come in at the last minute. I just mentioned about her. I told you about her a few years ago when she got into that fight in Atlanta in that bar and put that knot on that other girl's eye. Oh, that was too funny. I already knew that. And I was like, oh God. I already told you about that. I was the one that told you she got into that fight in Atlanta and that brawl fight. I'm quite sure she's been in several other fights, but I just remember one that was reported on the news. And she put a knot on that girl's head. She put a dent in that girl's eye. And this girl that they showed in the news, she about she beat up this person, Shaniqua, whatever the hell her name was, and she had that big old whoop. I tell you what she did. She go walking up on her. Yo, what's up? Bam! I guess she thought. Oh, the brat. She was like, boop. She dot those eyes. Beep, boop. You can't see, people can't be walking. See, that's why people can't be walking up on me. They be thinking, bitch, let me tell you something. Let that bitch go. Because she talking, she doing all that other yapping. I'm going to punch her dead in the face. I'm gonna punch it dead in the face, But I tell y'all, I had to walk away. Sometimes I have to walk away because there ain't enough men that gonna get me off your ass. See, people be trying to test you. People be looking at you thinking, that bitch ain't gonna do nothing. She ain't gonna do nothing. Come on here, come on, doing all that. I'm still standing there. I did not flinch. I did not move. They always be trying to, bitch, you better move. I don't know why. They always be testing certain people. And they be testing certain people. And then when you get punched in the face, then you're going to be shocked and surprised. The ones who do all that barking. I was like, ain't about being cool. You can be minding your own business. You can be minding your own business. And people will come up to you in such a way. But that fight, that show, if you click on Blue True, click on that link. That basketball WNBA player for the Atlanta Dream, all because of somebody looking at somebody's girlfriend. That's how they in that fight broke it in front of the food truck. And then if you look at the Blue True, look at the link. I'm talking about that video, but they test the surprise crazy ones that they think won't do anything. Exactly. Be testing people. Be surprised. But that's a whole different situation with this video though. I don't know. People go crazy. That's why some people they know. They say, you know what? Let me walk away because they know it could be real crazy. And see, some people don't have no control. See, that Courtney Williams and the other two, how you gonna break out in front of the food truck like that? And you should have seen how they were swinging. Look at the video. You saw the little midget one. You saw the little midget one. She come. I was like, what the hell? What that little one gonna do? But the thing about it, so funny. She's short, real short, look like a midget, but she's fat at the same time. And she all, had that little one piece. I don't know who thought that was a style. That little one piece, whatever they be calling it. I don't know who said to wear that out the house. Why would you wear that out the house? And then they had the other one. If you really look at the people in the video, they got one person. She's like she just in a bra, like she just in her sports bra, and nothing else other than some basketball shorts. Look like you wear it to bed, and she, I'm like, where's she coming from? Where are they coming from? Looking like a hot mess. And then you got the nerve to be on the YouTube video fighting like crazy, wearing stuff. And then one, you saw one of them, it probably was the one with the basketball player, the one Williams. She cold blocked somebody, kicked them in the face. I was like, oh my God, they fighting straight up like dudes. I remember back in the day when I was like in junior high school, people used to fight like this. Now people be all up, they got their foot kicked up in the face. They be ready to like stomp on people and doing all kind of, I don't know why those guys got into it. They came running out there to break up the fight and they got themselves all beat down. If you look at the video, look at it. They fighting they fighting straight up like dudes. But that didn't make no sense. The whole stupid thing about all of that is that she puts it out on YouTube. That was the thing. This happened in May. This ain't just happened. That fight ain't just happened. This happened in May. So that means from May, June, July, August, September, October. 5 months. Sunday. That's when it was blasted all up on social media when it was posted. So that's just dumb. Next thing you know, we're not signing you back to the team. You gone, and you gone off the team. They wasn't making no money anyway. You don't make no money as a WNBA player. Then the league ain't making no money. You don't get paid no money. You pay, those women have to play overseas in other countries where they really get paid money. They get paid most of their money paying for Turkey and Italy and Spain and Russia, all these other foreign countries. That's where they make the money. They don't make no money in WNBA. They make like 60,000, 60. They don't make no money, and that's for a top player. They don't get no. They didn't get nowhere close to no million, no nothing. They get paid real little, and I was like, so I don't know. You posted on there now. I hope the girlfriend who got those 850,000 subscribers, she with her, she probably making, if you got 850,000 subscribers like that, she probably making what, maybe 10,000, 10 grand a month, give or take. And then if she has other things going on, hopefully she don't lose her channel and her money from YouTube because of that fight. But hopefully she didn't put it on her video. But I don't know. I don't think so. I hope not. I hope she didn't put it on her channel. And then you got it all advertised like that. YouTube will snatch that channel. So hopefully she didn't affiliate herself with that. So, but I don't know why these women, why they acting like a dude, why they want to act so manlyish. You ain't gotta be all like that. That don't make no sense. And I ain't talking about being a lesbian or nothing like that. I'm talking about why you gotta act so masculine and act so. We can't do what men do. The top W makes it. Yeah, 6 figures the most. That ain't no money. 6 figures playing. That's why they play overseas. Shoo. They don't make no money. They make about 6 figures. The most is what they make. But I don't know, because I don't think too many of them make that. It depends on the team. It depends on what type of endorsements and stuff they got going on. But the WNBA never really have played any money anyway. Okay, Kim Jong, that's why you blocked. And that's why your thing ain't shown up on here. Don't be coming on here. But every time. That's just an embarrassment. I think when people look at that and look at that video that you posted on YouTube, it just brings a bad look. Bad look. That's all that was. That's nothing but a bad look, Colas, you be all behind. Let me put the thing out again. Okay, Colas, go ahead and click on that video and watch it. It's only a few minutes. This video was 40 something minutes, but when they you gotta watch it. You just watch the background too. That's the topic of this video that I saw. I was watching it, and I was like, "What's going?" And then I saw it was still on you. It was still on YouTube, even though she said that she erased the video. People had managed to share it and saved it. So, and this is outside of a club somewhere in Atlanta, in front of a food truck. That's just a shame. If you're gonna do something like that, don't put it on YouTube. Don't put stuff like that. That will get you fired. And trust you. Trust and believe. One time when I was working somewhere and I was telling y'all, "Ooh, I got this job," and I was da 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 da, and it was and I was just sitting there on a bench with this crazy girl who was she was I don't know what was wrong with her. And all I did was I could just show my face. I say, this way I work, da da da. But I had my badge on or something or whatever. And and it was a temporary assignment. The next day, the temp agency called me when I was driving home. They talking about they had let me go because that thing was all up on, because you post, so you can't post everything on social media. That's why when you start working at these jobs or you work for a company, some of these companies, they look at your social media. Oh my God, she's tall as hell. I didn't figure she was tall. I figured she is tall, but did you see the fight? That's the thing. And did you see the short midget one in the video? But anyway, what I was saying, see, the social media, doing certain things on there could get you fired. It could get you fired. Because a lot of these jobs, they you know how they got this little damn, yes, damn, you got all the tea. I ain't got no tea. I ain't got no tea. That was something that I saw because I saw that they were talking about somebody that the girlfriend was on YouTube, some YouTube sensation that had 850,000 subscribers, and I was like, what was she talking about? That's when I came across that video. Yeah, some of these companies, they be putting that little clause up in their little contracts, and they even have part of their training. They talking about social media and how to, and how your actions, it may not even be related to work, can affect your job. That's why I don't even be on my Facebook page. What was her name? Let me see. Hold on a second. I can't see for nothing. Oh, here it is. I'm going to type it in the chat because I don't know. Glam, GLAMA. Let me put this. I ain't never heard of this word name before. Glamasante. That's her name. Glamasante. YouTube personality who has more than 870,000 subscribers. I was like, damn. And when I pulled up that name, that's how I pulled up the video that I came across the video. Because I was watching, I said, let me see who they talking about. I got 870,000 subscribers. And I think when I was scrolling through her video, I haven't subscribed to it. I was scrolling through her video and I showed she was doing her girlfriend tag. And I guess the one who plays in the WNBA, she's in the video. They, whatever. So in the video, the girlfriend on her videos, she's on there. And they tagging each other and stuff like that. So I said, all right, she ain't got no contract for nobody. I don't know who's going to pick her up on the team next year. What other team's going to pick her up unless she still got unless she was playing overseas. Because like I said, a lot of them play overseas too. They play for Turkey, Russia, Italy, Spain, Portugal, China. A lot of those WNBA players play overseas. And some NBA players play in other countries too. The ones who can't make it in the NBA, they play overseas to make their money. And they make some good money too. They make some really good money playing in other countries. So, but for women, WNBA, they ain't got no choice. China, all of them. They don't have a lot of them signed for foreign countries and play United States. Ooh, that W. Well, you know what? People be doing some dumb stuff. I'm telling you. Yes, it is. I don't even think men be acting all crazy if another man was looking at their girlfriend or wife. They may say, "Yo, dude, what's up? Why you looking at my girl like that?" They may say something like that, and then the guy say, "Oh, my bad, I didn't know," and that'll be the end of that, unless they did something egregious or something. But most of the time, most men don't be acting crazy if another man looked at their woman. They may say something like, "Oh, what's up?" and then they were like, "Oh, my bad." And they'll keep it moving. You know, Men will fight for other stuff, but they ain't gonna be quick to fight over no woman. Because somebody looked at somebody. I don't know. Oh, you saying she used to strip? I gotta look and see what you talking about now. Now I gotta subscribe to the channel and see. Maybe so. I don't know. Ain't no telling. I gotta see what she looked like. But they said that wasn't the first time. They said that wasn't the first time that she got into a fight. That was not the first time that she got in other altercations before. At least that's what I heard. I think that's what they said on the news thing. Or was it somebody else? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Can't say sorry now. Now she's gonna have to hope that maybe she gets picked up by another team. But I'm trying to look at my Facebook page. All right, it's 10 of y'all in the room. Come on, got 5 thumbs up. Go ahead and hit the thumbs and please subscribe to my channel. I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Damn, she looked like she boxing. I know boxing could be one of those fitness routines, but a lot of people, that's how they be trying to fight. They be thinking they Mike Tyson or something. I don't know. You know how people start, they get in the stance, they all of a sudden they want to, they be putting up the dukes. Put up your dukes. Just put up your dukes. Can you imagine? And then if you're the other people in the video, fight that? You didn't see that video? There was some dudes in that there was getting beat in the face. All those weren't women fighting. Some of those guys were. If you look at that video closely, there was some of those dudes that were trying to break up the fight that got into it. There were some guys up in there got punched dead in the face. But yeah, I do believe they fight men. I do believe they do. Especially if you are one of those dyke girls. You gotta be fight. You better know how to fight a man. But some of them some of them be coming at them. You gotta learn how to fight. You can't be walking around. You can't be walking around Atlanta and then you walking around Atlanta and especially if you holding another woman's hand and you walking through those little ghetto hill rat streets of Atlanta. Yeah, a lot of them are tall. A lot of them are 6 feet, whatever. Ain't no. I ain't never seen no short woman basketball. Oh, that's not true. Cause there are some that were short. They like 5'10", whatever. But I've never seen any shorter. Not all of them are 6 feet or whatever. Some of them like 5'10", 5. Because some of the people look at me, they say I'm tall. They didn't think I was tall until they see me. And I say I'm 5'8". So most women typically are 5'5", 5'4". But when you get to 5'8", that's a little bit tall. If I was in a room with a whole bunch of women and stuff, there ain't that many women who be really, really tall. Most typical women are 5'5", 5'6", shorter. There's not too many. If I go in a whole room of people and the women, and then they say, okay, y'all stand up, I'll usually there'll be very few people who will be taller. But for a woman to play basketball and they in that lead like that, 6 feet, yeah, that's possible. 6 feet, 5'9". But when they become like 6, 7, and no, not really. Not really. I did my weights yesterday. Last night I got up. I started doing my weight training on my bike. I did the upper body and the back work. Now I'm gonna have to start going back on the bike now because my feet. This feels way much better now. Remember I told you I had all that neuropathy pain? Now it's starting to I think whatever they gave me to take, I think it's finally starting to not feel the neuropathy pain no more. Thank God. Oh, it's time for me to get more of my medication. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what's wrong with some of these women. They act so crazy. You can't do the things. You can't do those things. I'm telling you. You cannot do those things. But like I said, men be fighting all the time in these sports. These sports athletes, they be fighting, and they only give them a suspension and a fine. These women in WNBA be like, oop, cut. They be quick to get rid of you. We're gonna have to tase them. What do you mean tase them? tase them like that. Because all kind of people be acting crazy. Shoo. Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't get into that. All right, let me see. Amazon made me so sick. They canceled my overtime when I was supposed to come in there Tuesday. Then today, Wednesday, well, it's going to be Thursday soon. They had, oh, we got overtime or we got extra days or hours from 6 to whatever. And then when I clicked on it, it was gone. Now, I guess they got too many people that it seems like now if I come to work, they may have too many people that they may be offering VTO. So I don't know if that's a good thing or is that a sign that things are not coming in like that. So I'm gonna work these 3 days. We'll work these 3 days because I guess as the early Christmas season or whatever they want to call it, they may have some more work coming in, but as quickly as I looked on it, as quicker as I saw it was already gone. But like I said, let them start doing that when tax season come around. If they start offering VTO, I'll be working more of my hours with Intuit TurboTax. I could get paid way more money working them overtime than the 3 days working at Amazon. So who knows? All right. What time is it? At 10:56. Well, I ain't got much to say. So anyone else got anything they want to talk about, or comment before I go? And I'm about to say my countdown on my goodbyes. What? Oh, one person or one ticket was sold for that jackpot. Remember I said, and it was in California. One ticket. Now I don't know if they came forward about it, but then there was a few people who won $1 million. They lived in Tennessee, Virginia, nobody in Georgia. I didn't see that on the list. One person got the multiplier, so that $1 million was $2 million. But I said, dang, out of all the states, one person in California won. What happens to all those people who played $100 in lotto tickets? Broke. The one who spent all their money, they didn't win nothing, broke. And I was like, dog, they won up there in California. That means in California, let me tell you, they still gonna come up with good millions of dollars, but by the time the federal hits them, with the federal tax taken out, man, California got one of the most highest state income tax ever. Every time I used to speak to people on TurboTax who lived in California, when it came to the taxes, ooh, they had a time. They had a time. They'd be like, every person. I never spoke to anybody in California yet that said they getting a refund from the state. Every person who in California end up owing, and these people made some very good money with the state. I mean, they made very good income. That's why some of them. That's why so many people leave in California. I mean, there's other reasons too, but man, the state income tax in California is 7.25% in most areas of California. I don't know. I don't be trying to keep track of people about that because they get on my nerves. I be trying to answer their questions and move on. They start complaining and stuff, but I said they got nothing to do with TurboTax. I just tell them how to increase their tax withholdings and how not to owe. Okay, California state rates are 1%, 2%, 4%, 6%, 8%, 9.3%, 10.3%, 11.3%, and 12.3%. So basically, what that means is whoever won that money, that lottery ticket, means that rate goes up based on the amount of the tax rate. Your tax rate is only 1% in California if you had a taxable income of $8,932. As you go up, so for instance, if I was a person who lived in California and my taxable income was, say, $46,395 to $58,634, I'm paying 8% state income tax. Taxable income. So if you make $599,013 or more, you pay 12.3% income tax. Oops, that's only for single. God dang it. That's only for single. I didn't even get to the other people, married, filing joint, and all the rest of them. Oh, Lord. So the person so let's say that was a single person and they had taxable income. That's not including the federal tax they have to pay, and I ain't including the capital gains, and I ain't including all the other stuff. It's $58,227.85 plus 12.3% of the amount over $599,012. That's for single. There's other filing statuses. So it's 12 point married filing joint, 12.3% if you make $1,198,025 or more. So you pay $116,455.68 plus 12.3% of the amount over $1,198,024. So it's not just 12.3%, it's plus 12.3%. Ooh. See what I tell y'all? So when you live, see, people moving to Texas and other states, especially Texas and Tennessee, those two states in particular. I can't speak about Washington State because so many people leave in Seattle or whatever, but Texas, Nevada, Tennessee, and Florida, they don't have state income tax. And if they lived in those states and they played the lottery, they won't have to worry about 12.3% and plus 1,800, 18,000 plus. That's why so many celebrities, not celebrities, what do you call them? People who make a lot of money, like Tiger Woods and Donald Trump and Serena Williams and all these people, they, or people who even live in New York or other places, a lot of them moved to Florida. One, because of the weather and they snowbirds, but a lot of them moved and have homes in Florida because there's no state income tax. So when you see people say, well, dang, you see a lot of people, they say they got a house or they got a home in Florida and stuff like that. It's because that's what I just said. Cole, you late. That's why they moved. That's why they live in Florida or move to Florida to some extent. And I think a lot of people say, "Well, Florida's expensive and the prices of houses going up," but that's really that's everywhere. That's everywhere. But if you were looking for somewhere to live and you got a good little retirement going on and you wanted to a lot of people from California moving to Idaho, but a lot of the property in Idaho's gone up in price too. You go to Zillow and stuff, a lot of places in Idaho. Real estate, period, in these since this COVID thing, property values is, people are buying houses and stuff and paying more, 20,000 more over the asking price all across the country. All across the country, people trying to buy up houses, but that's a whole new topic. I don't want to get into that too much because I already been on here for an hour, but a lot of people move. I can't, like I said, you can't follow too much about, a lot of people moving this, moving here, moving there, whatever. You have to do what's best for you. You got to do not what the trend is, because 5 years, 10 years from now, people say, "Oh, move to Boise, Idaho," and then something, it's always going to happen. Things go in cyclicals. I can't base what majority of people are doing. A lot of people, you have to think about the geography. A lot of people leaving out of California, they're not going to go all across the country to move unless they have relatives or family members or they have a job opportunity of some sort. So Idaho and all these, Montana and all those places, those people lived in California, like Debbie Moore and all those stars. They live in places like, "Oh, I'm going to Idaho." They've been bought, because they have so much land. They got so much land, they got farms, and they want to, they're not going to, even if they were big stars and stuff back in the day, or not even back in the day. They was in the highlight of their careers when they was making the movies like Debbie Moore and some people, they had boom, 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 Denzel Washington, boom, boom. They after so many years being in Hollywood and, you know, and the property taxes they paying, and that's not, we're not even talking about the property tax. That's just the state income tax. You got to also pay property taxes. So on top of all that, they're going to move back to where they were originally from. Well, that's what they say. I don't know. People say a lot of things. That's why I watch the YouTube channels. It's going to be a bubble bus. It's going to be a bus. You know, it depends on where you are. Every place ain't going to bust. You know, Colorado was a hot place to live 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. Now the housing market's cooled down considerably. So they keep saying it's that. I don't know. They keep talking about the market is gonna bust. But every time I look at my little Cash App portfolio and my Robinhood portfolio, my things went up today. It's been going up. My thrift plan, which is my retirement plan 401k, made $10,000 plus dollars, and I've gained that amount of money. So it's going up, it's going down. Like, see, that is my Robinhood stock. No, that is my Cash App. When I bought those stocks, look at this. What's in the red? I bought Agent. I was given one free stock for free. I bought GoPro. That went down. But Bank of America, that went up. I also bought the Ethereum. I made $9.24 in Ethereum. Yep, I still got those silver coins. Yeah, I showed you the other day. Where is it at? It was somewhere on my desk. And I have never moved it off this desk. Where the hell is it? Here it is. Still got them. I'm about to pawn my gold ring that I don't even hardly worn. I know that gold ring I got, I don't even wear it. I'm about to take it somewhere, but I'm so scared that I'm going to get less for what it is. They said, yeah, you can buy some silver coins. That's why I bought 3. I only bought 3. I didn't buy a whole bunch. I just bought these 3. But yeah, that's what's going on with my little investments. Hey, this is my that's the Robinhood stock I just showed you. I mean, $173, and this is the Cash App platform when I bought some stocks too. $266.75. Remember, Cole, as you were saying, you only made $10. Remember months ago when I started buying these stocks, my investments? One day I woke up, it said I made over $100, and one of them, I was like, oh my God. And I said, it had to have been a glitch. I must have got caught up in one of those meme stocks or something. I bought Tesla, Robinhood, AMC. Dang, AMC went down. Oh, it only went down 34 cents. Vanguard, EFT. Oh. My thing's been going up and down, but it's holding. I mean, $266.75. It went up today, 0.41% today. So I invested $230.20, but I gained $36.55, which is a 15.88% gain. So if I keep buying, yeah, I could cash out on the money, but I can. I've cashed out that Bitcoin and bought Ethereum, but then I turned around and bought the Bitcoin again, but I didn't buy as much Bitcoin anymore. Oh, hell. Affirm 19.95% increase. TDCX 15. What? It's telling me to buy me some more little stocks again. Yep, that's what I did. So to me, when they talk about, oh, it's gonna be a bust, oh, is the internet gonna bust, all this, the real estate, everybody, most people make money when there's an economic downturn. Let me give you an example. This house, for instance, this house was bought in 2008-9 during an economic downturn with real estate, and I bought this house for 119. This house is appraised at least 200 in the twos. That means if I was to, this house already has considerable amount of equity. So I could either pull money from it, I could either take up money on the equity and fix this house up and upgrade things like the kitchen and upgrade, because this house ain't been upgraded since 1990 something when I bought it. Even though the investor bought this house for $89,000, he made 20. I bought this at 119, well 117. I made at least 100,000. So that means if I wanted to sell this house, even though I have to pay my HOA fees, but I'm not going to do that because I have to have a place to live myself. I had a person call me today. Is this Teresa? Yes. Who is this? You wouldn't know you're interested. No, don't call me no more. Stop calling me. Be the same Asian woman keep calling me. Is this Teresa? And you were saying your house? No. How many times you got to say no? Sometimes you wonder if it's a computer be calling me because I curse them out and they still act like they don't listen. Why would I want to sell my house to a wholesaler? Because that's who they are, a wholesaler. They buy it in hopes that it will increase. See what they'll do if I say, yeah, I want to sell my house. They'll give me way less than what I could get for the house. They'll turn around and sell it. They won't even live in the house. They'll turn around and immediately sell it before closing, and they'll make 20,000. They'll make 20, 30,000. Why would I want to do that? Because a typical person a regular person is not going to buy a house. Only people going to buy these houses is going to be hedge fund companies, investors. Wholesalers buy it. They going to give me, we give you one. They'll give me like 180, They'll give me something like 180, 175, or they'll say, we give you 165. They'll give you $165,000. And then I say, okay, yeah, sure. And then I owe $78,000, on the house. I only get the difference minus the 6% commission fees, minus whatever, and walk away with what, maybe $50,000. Let me see. They'll turn around and give me, let me see. Let's say I was foolish enough to say, yeah, sure. They'll give me 180. I get $102,000. Then I got to pay the real estate company to sell it $6,120. But if they were to sell it and they sell it for 220,000. they get $142,000. So why? No, they get 142,000, and then I might be doing this wrong, but they're gonna make at least $50,000, 60,000, if not more. See, they gonna walk away like $50,000, and they wouldn't. They that's so they people who call in. You want to sell your house? They gonna just make about $50,000 without doing nothing. They gonna buy it on the low. They'll buy it from me on the low end, and then let me see 107. Well, put it this way. Somehow or another, I don't know. Like I said, when you see those commercials or those people talking about, oh, buy real estate, and you see them be walking around talking about they made $50,000 with one check on a house, all they're going to turn around is buy it at the lower price, sell it to some one of those real estate investors or whatever, or hedge fund companies, and they'll turn around and sell it for way. They don't give me way more or less. They know it. They want someone to say, um, "We'll get you out the house. I owe $78,000 on the house." They'll turn around and you walk away with, say, $20,000. You get rid of the $78,000 on the sale that's wiped out. They give you $25,000, $30,000, and people would do it too. People would do it. They say, "We'll give you," because see, they're not thinking the fact that all the equity that they accumulated in the home, that all the equity that's built up, they lose. So if you already behind, upside down, or whatever the case may be, or you're behind in your mortgage, you're just trying to get out the debt. You're just trying to get out the house. But you lose. But because the bank don't want the house no more, the bank don't want it. So that's where these wholesalers come into play. They'll buy it, turn around, and they'll just make, they'll make an easy $25,000, $50,000, and that's it. They're not trying to buy, they're not interested in buying a house because they're looking for a place to lay. Hey, sea hitter. So I don't care. If I owe HOA fees on this house, I'll keep living in this house until I finish paying it off and rent it. Turn around, I'll rent this house out. Okay, house for rent. And because rent, you have more people who are gonna rent than there are buyers. Someone's always gonna rent a house. They're always gonna rent apartment, condo, or whatever. They may not be they may not be buyers or people who got money to buy, but there'll be always plenty of people who're gonna rent. And people gonna rent, and yeah, it is an asset if you rent it. Having a house is an asset if you turn around and you can rent it and get passive income from it. But living in a house is really a liability. I've learned that from several explanations when someone explained how is a house a liability. A house is more of a liability. It's only become an asset is when you're able to get passive income from it, like renting it. That's when it becomes an asset. If you could make money renting it, whether you rent by the room or rent the whole house, that's when it becomes an asset, you know, because it's a liability. Because one, when you still paying mortgage, property taxes, and then you got to fix up and do all these maintenance and stuff, that's a lot of money coming out. So right now, for me, this is a liability until this house gets rented. And when I decide if I'm going to travel or, get a very good career going in IT once I finish this program and I decide I'm going to rent this house out, or, even if I rent out one of the rooms in the house, how much would I rent it for? If I rent it by the room, meaning say, because I got that empty room, or if I move out and live on my own, and I say, I'm just gonna rent it I'm just gonna rent out the room. Two of the rooms, I'll keep this room secure, keep it locked. That'll be my home base. Like, say if I do van life, and I decide I'm gonna travel, and I'm traveling most of the time, and this house is mostly empty, and I rent it, say by the room. Everybody got, I'll rent $600, because see, a lot of people, they're gonna be real desperate about paying rent. So a lot of people gonna be in predicaments where they're not gonna be able to afford to pay rent. They're not gonna afford, a lot of these people who pay rent in months and months and months, and got bad rental history, and a lot of people, they not gonna be quick to do rentals on private houses anymore, especially after the pandemic, when people were not paying rent and they had that rent moratorium and stuff. People ain't gonna be so quick to rent their house out like that without going through a property manager of some sort, where you pay first month, last month, 2-3 months deposits and stuff like that. That's what I would do. I'll rent $600 per room. And I think that's being fair. You share the common space, the kitchen, the washer dryer, the 2 bathrooms. There's the master bathroom in this room that's right over there. Then there's the other full bathroom that's down there. And then there's a half bath that's downstairs, but they don't have no full, it's not a full bathroom with bathtub or shower. But if someone was just looking just to rent a room, just to have some place to sleep, and they have their own room, and you can put a TV in the room, or you share the kitchen, whatever, I'll do it like that. Now, if I was going to rent the whole house, and I say, okay, it's going to be for a whole year, 1 year come up, that's it, gotta go because I'm coming back home, then I'll rent this house out for 4-bedroom, 3.5, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Probably 1,600, and I think that's being fair for a whole house. 1,996 square feet, front backyard. Most of the people got a dog. Garage, 2 garage. I think that's pretty fair. What do y'all think? Yeah, I hate cutting grass too. Trust me, my neighbor. We were so blessed that somebody had cut my grass when I came home the other day and cut that big old hedge. They cut that whole hedge over the garage. It was overgrown. Every time I had a lawn care service one time, they were supposed to come every 2 weeks. It seemed like a whole month had passed before somebody cut the grass. So I think my neighbor felt sorry for me and saw how the grass was looking like a hot mess and that thing was overgrown. I asked him, could I borrow his hedges one time? And he said it was at his father-in-law's house. So I guess he finally got it and cut it. But I haven't seen him yet to thank him. But the fall is coming, and soon enough, this is gonna probably be a good rain for a few more days, and then it's gonna suddenly those leaves are gonna turn color, There gonna be all those leaves on the ground. So I think I'm gonna try to cut my grass myself. When, at least do that, and possibly what you do when you treat the wintertime, it's time to winterize, not winterize. What? Of course. All those this subdivision could be real pretty once these leaves start turning color. As you drive up the hill, you see all these beautiful colored leaves. This subdivision is real pretty, especially near the lake. Ooh. Hi, Gypsy. Hi, what's your name? Gypsy 2. I should, well, I don't know what that means, but well, Florida got, at least y'all got different beaches y'all could go to, depending on where in Florida you live, though. See, at least y'all got sunshine, oranges all over. Every state got its own uniqueness about it. Not unique, but there's things in Florida that, y'all don't have winter. You ain't got to worry about snow. So y'all have a lot of things. Everybody got bugs. I ain't worried about no bugs. I did not worry about no bugs. Only time I be worried about bugs is when they start to bite, and you go outside and you be trying to do something, and then you feel like something itchy. Well, they got gators in South Carolina. They got gators in Georgia. It may not be in Atlanta, but it's going to be on the coast or anywhere near water. But trust me, gators could travel wherever. They had that gator in South Carolina in my uncle's backyard. Huge. I don't know if y'all ever seen, if you ever been on my Facebook page, and I thought, matter of fact, I did show it to y'all one day when I was on live stream. I had went and showed a picture of one of my uncle with the gator, and they captured it, and they ended up skinning it, and then they had made meat out of it. I did show y'all that video. I sure did. I remember showing it. I was on live stream. I shared it, and I said, "Look at this." I said, "Man, you can make purses and bags and boots and shoes for days with all that gator. That big that gator was." But those gators would be starting right up in South Carolina, right there in my grandmother's hometown. Because it was be this they be coming straight up that big old Lake Moultrie and stuff, and they come right up from Florida, and they go all the way up. They go all the way up in South Carolina. Just like they said, bears. Bears could come all the way from Tennessee up in those mountains, and they be coming inside the city of Atlanta. Shoot, you should have saw how big that gator was. Oh, and then it was one of my cousins or whatever. I guess she's my second cousin, third cousin. They was cutting up that gator, and they had meat. They had meat for days. You could eat. There's alligator meat. I don't know what it tastes like. I don't know how. I don't know why they keep saying it tastes like chicken, but it's something. Alligator meat's supposed to be really good, supposedly. I don't know. I ain't never tried it. I ain't trying to taste it. I ain't trying to figure it out. Unless somebody cooked it one day and they was like, "Oh, look," and they fried it in some sort of way, and I tasted it. They didn't tell me what it was. Then I'll maybe I'll try. But I don't think I've ever had gator. I'm trying to think. What did I eat? I had something one time at some restaurant Not Papa Do's, but what was it that someone made? Dang. I'm trying to think. Did I eat gator before? It was at some restaurant. It was 6 feet under. And I'm trying to think of what was that dish that they made that I was like, ooh, this thing tastes it couldn't have been gator. It couldn't have been. Mm, calamari. I've had that before. But I don't think that was that it could it had to have been something that made me really like, oh my goodness, I'll never let me see. No, it wasn't calamari. I gotta look it up. What did I had? I want to say at one time, I know I had something at Papa Do's. Was it frog legs? I know I had frog legs before. I tasted that. Well, I guess it don't make no difference because whatever it was, I know it's probably way expensive now. Everything else in price going up, so ain't no telling. I'm gonna have to think about it. I'll think about it when what it was, but it had to been something really exotic for me to like. Let me try. Maybe if I look up the menu, I can figure it out. What? I'm looking at this thing. No, it wasn't caviar. Shoot, it might have been just oysters for all I know. That's probably what it was. Oysters. Well, put it this way. I'm looking at the dang menu now for 6 feet under. And I don't remember these prices being what it was. Blackened scallops and grits, $25. Really? The big tuna, $26. Baked white fish, $23. Vegetable platter, which is 3 sides, $16. 4 platter, veggie platter, $18. What? Cajun shrimp. Wait, no, Cajun salmon, $25. With coleslaw and whole white and fried okra. Now you know darn well when they say coleslaw, it'll be that little one, like that little thing. I don't know what the hell is this. Fried catfish, $23. Really? That's for the platters. Basket, fish and chips. That's nothing but fries and some regular old fried chip fish, $20. Catfish basket, $20. Combo basket, which comes with calamari, jalapenos, oysters, shrimp, cod, chicken fingers, scallops, or catfish, $21. Exactly. Oyster basket, $20. Chicken fingers, $18. Why would I get chicken fingers? Plain old looking chicken fingers when I could. But For $3 more, I probably could get either the fish and chips or the combo basket for $21. Crab cake sliders, $18. Combo tacos, $18. Black and blue burger, $15. Catfish tacos, $18. Buffalo chicken fingers, $17. Green fried potato sliders, $15. Salmon BLT sliders, $18. Grilled chicken sandwich, $17. Y'all, they must be out there crazy mind. Fried calamari, $17. Shrimp poke, $18. The Codfather sandwich, $18. Cheeseburger, $16. Mm-mm. Whatever it is that I had, I sure don't see it, and I don't remember anything pulling up. $5 for some whole fried okra. That's just for the side. $9 for a house salad. Really? Lettuce and tomato. Exactly. And this is 6 feet under, right there at Grant Park. I used to eat over there. Not all the time, but that was a little cute little spot. But shoo. No. And you know when you get there, these prices probably been updated. Probably not even the price. Probably be higher than what it's showing online. Shoo. Desserts. Let me see what the desserts are. $11 for from fritter bread pudding. Sunday brownie sundae, $11. Key lime pie, $11. Vanilla ice cream, $4. What? Mussels, $20. Steamed crab legs, $51. Boy, they went and bumped their head. Steamed crab legs, $51. Snow crab broil, $59. 6 feet under steamer, $83. Nope, put that down. That ain't nothing but a crime. Yeah, but did you hear me say the crab legs for $51? Did you hear that? Why would I do that? That ain't fancy. This is 6 feet under. Ain't nothing fancy about no 6 feet under. Bub and bar. Well, you know they said chicken wings and stuff been off the chain, so I'm not surprised about that. I'm talking about the crab legs, $51. Let's talk about that. $51 for crab legs. When I went to the dang supermarket the other day, I was walking by in Publix. I heard the butcher, she was talking about it was $25 a pound for crab legs and stuff. And she was the butcher at the store. She wasn't no customer saying it. Well, look at D nuts coming back. I was like, and those prices that I was quoting for the basket and the platter, that ain't a whole lot of food. That is not a whole lot of food. Trust and believe. And those prices was no way close to being that price when I went there a couple years ago. It might have been more than 2 years ago now. No, it's been more than 2 years. Those prices was no way close to that. It was more like $8, $7 maybe. I think the platters and stuff with the seafood thing was at least $10, $12. Mm-mm. Nope, no way, no how. You don't even got to eat seafood for that price. Look at the other prices that I was naming off, and I still can't figure out what I had. Well, I want to say it had to have been those oysters though. Rockefeller oysters, I think they call them. I want to say that's what it was, but I'm trying to think. Have I ever had alligator before? I don't know. Who knows? All these prices going the way it is don't make no sense. And the thing about it, ain't like it's now some stuff. That's why I'm very particular about seafood because I don't eat no seafood coming out of no China. It has to come local, some local catch. It ain't that dang price. Some people I think they got real ridiculous with these prices. You know why they call it 6 feet under, right? Because Wendy's is not even. I thought you don't eat fast food. These nuts. Wendy's don't even have 4 for $4 anymore. All right, I'm going to bed now. I'm sleepy. Well, Dorian. So you still have 4 for $4. They probably give you less food with that price. I'm quite sure it ain't no 4 for $4. Ain't the price what they used to do. Wendy's has not been good in the last 10 years. Well, see, Henner, it was nice to see you again. They give you what 4 piece of nuggets. They give you the smallest chicken sandwich, which is like the kid size cheeseburger. Man, you rip off. Sometimes you better off just buying the regular. You just better off buying the regular meal at Wendy's, the regular spicy chicken sandwich, and then get a Yeah, what you mean? I've been on here for 2 hours. And I gotta work tomorrow night, so I can't be laying around and staying up at night. See, when it's my work day, the next day I gotta go to that class, do the classes all day. And then I gotta leave before my class supposed to end. So what? You didn't get the notification? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you got to check the bell. Oh, it's going good. You know, we moving along. Now we're starting to learn more programming. We doing what they call the command line. So I'm behind, and because I had did my little consultation with the career advisor, so I got to review some things that I missed when I was in consulting with him. It's going all right though. The people in there, you know, they starting to talk a little bit. I start to notice that, you know, a lot of foreign people, they start, it to put the H and the D, and I was like, I can't understand what they say. And I was like, oh my God, that it kind of driving me crazy. They start talking, it's like you can't even understand what they're saying. So I don't like that little class participation. What do I put next? And what do I do next? And they, you know, I mean, they know what they're talking about because that's correct, you know, but I don't understand what they be saying. You know, that guy, you know, so I just try to like, you know, just tune it out. Just, you know, make sure you know and I understand and that's it. Ooh, my ears are popping. So, because I said one thing, I said, well, if they sound like that, how are they supposed to, you know, when it comes to interviewing and it's time to work at a company? And, well, most of the people be Indian anyway. So I guess if those people who in that IT be Indian and I guess and they so happen to get an Indian person to interview, they'll probably get on or maybe they'll go back to their country and be trying to get a job when they go back to India because all these tech companies, a lot of them are in India, that's for sure. And a lot of them are people of other countries and races be at these high end IT jobs, but a lot of them as a developer. No, this ain't no shirt. This is a dress. This is a dress. This ain't no shirt. Matter of fact, it's time to put my little summer looking clothes up. This thing is a little bit too short and got too much sleeves showing all this to be wearing this. Nope, not doing that. Nope. I'm not standing up. I'm not going to do that. That'd be too much to be showing. That's why I'm sitting down. So when I turn up the camera, that's when I'm going to turn it off. I'm not doing that. Oh, no, because I'm in mute. You know, I don't say nothing. Like today, they was like, okay, we all, everybody had to, not everybody, they were calling on people to read and says, what do we do next? Okay, go ahead and pass it on to the next person. And I could tell they getting a little bit cliquish. Let me choose Khabib. Let me choose so-and-so. So I got to the point where I said, wait a minute now, I don't like this. Let somebody choose who you're going to read, right? So I said, I'll read. Let me say, I want to read. I put in the chat, I want to read, because it seemed like they'll never call Teresa. So I said, you know what, let me go ahead and jump in here. No. I put the eyes right on back in the socket. And I already said I was about to go. Y'all holding me up. I need to go to bed. So I just, I said, okay, well, I could find a solution and I could just type and look and read the solution, but I don't understand what they be saying. I do not understand. See how other people say goodbye and good night, and then you holding me up. Hey, Sally Windsor. Where you been? You just came on. Y'all be coming on. I came on last night. Nobody was even here. Even though it was 1:00 in the morning, I came on. There was nobody in here. They speak very little English. I mean, whatever country they're from or whatever, they speak very little English, but they so hesitant to just talk, just I'm like, oh God, can we get on with it? They don't try to, like I said, when we all broken up into groups, right? And I've been always, like I tell you, a lot of them are from other countries. So when we in groups and you ask them to, okay, y'all, what we gonna do now? Or let's do this project. And they don't want to say nothing. They be sitting back, mute on, looking at me crazy. And I'll be like, hello, you still there? They don't even want to participate. We have to do a project together. And they don't even say anything. That frustrates me because it's like, damn, I'm in this group with these people and they act like they don't want to talk. And then you get the other group of people, they can speak English and they want to be a little bit rude and obnoxious. Mm-hmm. Jason Momoa, Lisa Bonet's husband. So, either one person, he's just like so obnoxious. Even when he wrote this statement, it was like one of our soft skills projects we were doing. He was like, well, I'm not afraid of nothing. And I'm this. I said, oh, Jesus. I said, this person is obnoxious. And it was the same person I was talking about before. I ain't afraid of nothing. I was like, okay. But then they act like they know it all. And then when it's time to go over something, they get called upon. They don't say nothing. They be, you're supposed to be on camera. You're supposed to be showing your face on camera that whole time. And some of them still haven't showed their face on the camera. And I said, ain't nothing wrong with their camera. At least be off camera some of the time and said, if you doing something or if they driving or they picking up somebody, then you're not on the camera because some people still have, like myself, you still have other obligations that you need to do. Some people got to pick up their kids, at a certain time. So when people say, oh, I got to go and pick up my kids, I'll be back. Or if they driving and you see them, they driving, then the instructor would tell them, Ritas, don't be driving, turn your camera off. I'd rather you have the camera turned off, not driving and trying to watch at the same time because that's dangerous, which it is. So I don't know. Like I said, the class is going up. The class is going fine. It's going along. It's all going to come together, but I still have to make sure I keep practicing. And I got my little notebook and my little let me see. See, I got my notebook and I'll be printing some things that I need because you cannot remember all these codes and all this syntax and stuff. So you have to learn not how to memorize, but you have to know how to get the information, how to Google But that's what you basically do when you start coding. A lot of things involves knowing how to look up documentation. So looking up documentation and how to it's that's all it is. It's not, I'm not gonna say it's easy, but it's not, but as you practice and keep doing it more and more, and hopefully or putting that on paper on your resume and LinkedIn profile, so it's time to look for a job or a career in the field, you could transfer those skills to get into a program to learn. So if you're interested in learning that, whether you want to go into cybersecurity or any type of career, you got to really start somewhere. All I know is this: based on the job market outlook, they saying, even this article saying that there were so many companies could not expand or move on, and because they have so many, they have no one, they can't migrate to the cloud because they don't have anybody to work for the company knowing how to do that. And I was like, what? Like I was telling you about AWS and stuff, and how they got those free classes going on, and how Amazon starting to train people in new careers, because see, Amazon is about to take over a lot of different industries, and the AWS is going to be a Google Cloud, Google and Amazon and AWS Cloud. That's about to be a standard for big companies, small companies, all different type of industries, all type of fields. That's where there's going to be a demand, and that's where they need a lot of people to start learning those type of technologies. So don't focus on, I want to be in security, data, whatever you were saying, Colas. I would really start looking into iCloud, software development, AWS. That, I mean, I'm learning as well, but I'm also going to add on to my learning on my own is familiarizing myself with the AWS and the fundamentals of cybersecurity. And that's where I'm going to concentrate in these coming months. My honey is so smart. These nuts, you so silly. I ain't studying you because you ain't even, you be flirting on here, but then don't want to say nothing. Did you win that lottery? I'm gonna say that one last thing, that I'm going to bed. Did you win any $100 on that lottery tickets? Because somebody in Virginia won $1 million. Were you one of them? I know Virginia was on the list. Yeah, you said I like cybersecurity. That's what you saying? You left another letter. See? And you ain't even trying to cash at me either. Well, you won most people. I ain't played, so. That's $100 more than anyone else got. You missed it by You missed it by 7 zeros. That's how much you missed it. That's how much you missed it by. I ain't drink no millions. You ain't asked me what numbers you should have picked. At least you won $100. You know how many people they ain't win nothing? They probably spent $100. They ain't won zero. Maybe I need to write me a program about the lottery. See, you made $94. That means you made $96. You paid $4 to win $100. Some people ain't spent for. Some people ain't got that. Some people spent $100 worth of tickets and ain't won nothing. So for you to pay $4 and won 100, then that means you're good. Some people are standing in line spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Ain't won nothing. So for you to spend $4 and win 100, that's good. But I should figure out a program. What? $2 scratch off and won $20. See? You know what I could have done with $20 and $100? You could buy, I ain't say groceries because shoot, there ain't a whole lot of groceries. Well, there's enough groceries, but that's still better than nothing. Shoot, you could buy gas. You have gas money. You could buy a meal. You could go to the groceries. That is more money than I would have got, that's for sure. See? And the price of coffee's gone off the chain too. All the weather they going in Brazil and all those countries with the coffee situation. They already was saying if you're gonna stockpile, they said you better stockpile some coffee because they said the prices and the scarcity of coffee is gonna be gone off the shelves. Now I don't drink coffee, but I know there was when I went to Aldi's the other day. Where did I went? Aldi's. Did I go to Publix? Man, some of those stuff was getting a little bit more like, I said, what's going on? You know, it wasn't looking as good like it was. These nuts, you keep saying stuff. I ain't studying you because you be sitting here playing. Coffee is life in a cup. You know what, Dorian? You should put that on a t-shirt. Coffee is life in a cup. Where you read that from? Because that I could make me a good little slogan or something on a t-shirt. Ain't nobody studying you. Cause see, you come on here and you be trying to play. You be playing with somebody. All right, I'm going to bed. Well, that still make a good little thing on a shirt or a mug or something. No, I don't, cause I already start to see it. I already starting to see it. That's why I said, my little they always delimiting toilet paper. Man, I ain't worried about that. I ain't not worried about that. When I bought that pack of toilet paper last year from Aldi's, that big old thing, I still got it in the closet, and I use some. I got me some to last me for quite some time. Put it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I don't remember how many packs it had in that big row in that big bag I bought of toilet paper. And it was like $11, and it was a lot. It was huge. Man, in fact, I showed it to y'all one time. Man, in fact, that was one of my videos I made when I showed y'all. I showed y'all that when I went to Aldi's last year sometime, and they had that big, huge roll of toilet paper. It was $13, and I think it was like what? It was a lot. I can't remember. Now they're trying to sell multi packs, but it was nowhere close to what I had it when I bought it. Let me studying These nuts. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night, because I need to go to bed and I'm ready to go. All right, Sally, These nuts, Colas, Dorian. I know Shelly Shell, you listening. C. Henner, thanks for coming. Don't be a stranger. Gypsy 2. Who else I'm missing? Oh, Keto, Rainbows. Kent, no, you was troll. You was saying stupid stuff. Blue True. De jour. I know it's 12 of y'all, but I don't know. Who else on here? David, probably. Shelly Shell. Erica. Oh, 13 of y'all. Now y'all starting to come on here. All right, give me the thumbs up as you enter the room, but I'm about to exit, so I got to go to bed. I got to work tomorrow night. Hopefully they don't be saying there's no work and then they offer VTO, but I got to stay. At least stay, not leave because there's nothing to do. Maybe if they have VTO and there's no work, maybe it won't be so busy tomorrow night. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I got to get up early in the morning. I got to review my work, and I haven't reviewed after my class was over. So y'all have a good night. Talk to y'all. It probably won't be till Sunday. See ya.